Question for you. Is your life running you, or are you running your life, especially your work life? That's what I want to talk about today. I'm Lilli Cloud, founder of Bluefeet, and I help people get and succeed in careers that serve them and the world. And I have been working for myself, having my own business for 15 years now. So I pretty much have to run the entire show. And even in that situation, sometimes my job runs me. There's this great scene from the movie Coal Miner's Daughter, which is kind of an old movie, but it's an awesome one, where Sissy Spacek, how do you say her name? You know who I'm talking about, plays Loretta Lynn. And right before Loretta collapses on stage, she says, "They tell me I'm supposed to run my life, but my life's running me." Sorry for the bad accent. But really, that can happen. And hopefully you're going to catch this before you collapse on stage or anywhere else. But it's so easy to get off track. Like, you started out the day, you had a plan, and then, things went crazy. Your boss came in, somebody needed something. And, you can do all these things. There's all these sayings about an emergency on your part, or lack of planning on your part does not qualify for an emergency on my part. And, if you just plan better, everything would work out right. But, life happens and your job happens, and sometimes you just get off track, right? So that's why I created the Ideal Workday workshop, so that you can get back on track, because I know I need it. I mean, this happens to me all the time. And I know that's not a very good advertisement, maybe, that this happens to me a lot, but I kind of don't think I'm totally alone in this regard. And I've talked to lots of people who have this issue. Okay, so we're going to talk about one thing today, one thing you can do. And no, it's not to sign up for the Ideal Workday workshop, which would be awesome if you did, and I know it would help you. But I want to talk about one thing you can do. Because think about this. Who's in charge of your career? Who's in charge of your job? It's got to be you, right? So it's amazing what a difference like one little thing that you can do will actually set the whole day in motion. So I like to start Mondays with a little momentum, which is why sometimes I send you guys emails saying go get them with some awesome thing. Like I sent that Bumble ad that Serena Williams did, which is awesome, is like, women, take charge, But years ago, I took an Artist's Way workshop, and many of you are probably familiar with that, and maybe you've even done it. It's a fantastic way to just get yourself back on track. And there was an exercise there. It's like, what would one little thing change your environment, change your life? And I picked a lamp. That was my big thing. It was like, I bought a very small lamp for my bedroom, which I needed for years and just didn't have. I would stumble into my bedroom every night in the dark because there wasn't a lamp attached to the switch. And yeah, I knew my way around, but it was just kind of a dumb thing. And so I went out and spent 20 bucks. Why I had never done this before, I don't know. But it took an Artist's Way workshop to make me spend 20 bucks on this lamp that literally brightened my life. And once I put it in place, hit the switch, and it was like, oh, I'm home. Isn't that nice? And just paved the way for a better feeling environment. So my question for you today, because you are in charge, it is your life, it really should be, is what is one thing you can do today that is going to help you get closer to your ideal workday? So that might be you bail on the meeting that is kind of dumb, that you don't really want to go to anyway, and that they're probably, do you really have to go? Or would it be better if you stayed behind in your office and did something really productive that moved things forward? Maybe it's that. Maybe you don't have control over that, but maybe you do. You could just say no once in a while. Is it go for a walk to clear your head and get some ideas for how to solve a problem? I find that awesome, and I had stopped doing that because I used to have a dog I had to walk every day, and now I don't. So, but I've started walking again, and I find, wow, I get so much great thinking done, and then I have to come back and like jot it all down really quick. So take a few minutes to clear your head. Maybe don't eat lunch at your desk. I know these are things you know, but we don't do them because we get caught up in all the stuff. So maybe what you do is you set aside 15 minutes or 30 minutes to actually do something you love to do, the part of your job that you really love to do, and not spending all your days stuck in chores. Even if you could just like even start your day with the fun stuff, with the stuff that makes you feel good about what you're doing, that's going to set you up on a path that's going to have a virtuous cycle. You've heard of a vicious cycle? Well, you can have a virtuous cycle also. So very simple. That's my 2 cents for today, is just pick something, one thing, and you're going to be closer to having your ideal life. And then you can do that every day, actually. In the workshop, we do today, tomorrow, this week, this month. Very simple way to plan out. And one of the things that one of the participants said to me is, wow, I have a lot more control over my life than I really thought I did. But it just takes a little bit of time to set aside for yourself to do that. So I would love you to sign up for the workshop, but I'd also love for you to take 1 minute today to think about what you can do today to make your ideal life, your ideal work life. Okay, there's info on the page for signing up if you want to. And I hope you have a great day. And I'd love to hear from you about what you did and how it went. Okay, bye.